Hello, and welcome to the after show of the podcast episode about alternative medicine and conventional medicine. So just to give you a little bit of a revision, summary, call it whatever you want. In the main part of the show, we talked about the basic types of alternative medicine, the pros and cons, and the reason why people possibly turn to alternative medicine. So, and as usual in the after show of the podcast, we are going to talk about our personal experience. So tell me, guys, have you had any sort of experience with any type of alternative medicine?
I've had lots of experience. And it began when I was a child. My mother really told us that we weren't allowed to get sick. So we had to make sure we were not sick.
I love the way of dealing with the problem.
We were not allowed. So we didn't get sick, except for, the common things. But then after ballet injuries, a lot of with injuries, I had to resort to things to heal me. And so that was the chiropractor and the acupuncturist. And I would swear on my life. Yeah. And so since I've been here in Russia, I haven't had any of my massages or acupuncture or any kind of chiropractic care.
Do you miss it?
Yes, I could tell the difference. Yeah. It really improves your mood, your outlook, things. It just balances your whole chemistry.
Maybe because it's just this self-care routines that we like, and
yeah,
it helps to feel better.
And lucky for me, they all loved me. So they always gave me some kind of exchange. So I had a ballet school. So my masseuse would come and she'd take free ballet and I'd get free massages. And my chiropractor had 2 little children. So they'd come and take dance and I would get free chiropractic care. And then my acupuncturist asked me for conversational English classes because he is Chinese and he was then too. And so I'd get some.
Aww.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit more about how you feel during the sessions, how you felt after that?
Oh, yeah.
So
it's just like, okay, I would drag myself in because I would be in such need of something. And then walking out, you just feel just so much better. I believe in the therapy. I believe in it.
So it has some immediate effect.
Oh, yeah. Immediate and interesting long-term too, because it'll last for another week or 2 until you have to come back. There was a time where I'd really have to do things maybe 3 times a week when there was something really bad. And then once a week, and then once a month, once every 6 months. I was down really to once every 6 months, really.
Did it help you with the backache or in general with your general posture?
Yeah, I would have to say mood, just being very healthy and everything. Yeah.
I have to say that every time I think about acupuncture and I imagine these needles, I imagine that it's so painful. Is it?
Yeah, not really. Only when he screws it and says, "Does that hurt?" And then you go, "Yeah,
and
that hurts."
Yes.
Yeah, he wiggles it back and forth. But it's going to go in. So sometimes it does, but the benefits really outweigh any kind of little prick that you're going to.
I mean, you have lots of tattoos. It's not more painful, I guess.
And that was painful experience.
I think it's.
I did not enjoy the process.
This is less painful because they only.
I can imagine.
They only use the first layer of the skin, right?
Right. It goes into the pore, and so when it goes into the pore, it doesn't prick and draw blood. It doesn't. You should not get bruised.
That's actually, you have comforted me because I've been afraid of acupuncture, but now that I think about it, it's 1 needle at a time because tattooing, it's 4 needles at a time and going deep into the skin. So that's painful. Thank you.
Are you considering the idea of taking this?
I would love to, because I talked to some people who said, I've never experienced acupuncture, but I know some people who said that it really helped them with the general feeling and the backache. So, to get some sort of better posture, less pain and so on. And I would love to try that, just, to feel better. Because I feel like nowadays that we work online, especially, it's a lot of tension, and I feel like so much tension in my body.
Yeah.
So that I need to somehow release.
I think it can be also somehow compared to this applicator thing that you said you lie on it. It has needles.
I do. But they're kind of, so the thing is that they're kind of short, as I have mentioned. I do have this thing. I love it with all my heart. But since it's short needles, like pointy things, I lie on it for like half an hour, and I sometimes wiggle on it so that I feel the needles and so on. But with time, you get used to it. So I no longer feel that much effect unless I lie on it for like 35, 40 minutes. So I want to try something different. Yeah.
Fair enough.
So acupuncture. One thing you mentioned. Chiropractor. So what else have you guys tried to?
I was forced to try, what is it? Homeopathy. Yeah. I really was forced to, by my, some person from my family who believed in it. And this person, she took me to her therapist. I don't know if I can call him this. And he used some special equipment. It looks like a box, and he attaches some parts to your skin, to your palm actually, and somehow he checks what part of your body is in pain or maybe has major issues, and then he prescribes some homeopathy pill to you.
So what was it like? I mean, did that help?
No.
Will you do it again?
All right, end of
No.
Sorry.
No, it was just it was not for me. It was more for not to argue with the person who truly believed in it. And I just didn't want to disappoint her at that point of time. And I said, okay, I will. Sure. You pay.
Okay.
Just get off me.
Experiment, kind of.
Yeah, yeah. Because no, to me it looks like a con man. I don't know. He looked like a con man, but he used to be a doctor before. I mean, like a conventional doctor. Before he became homeopathy doctor, homeopathy therapist. Well, I don't know really. Sounds like some scam for me.
Yeah, as I said, I tried the cupping treatment, and it was a part of my physiotherapy.
Did it help?
Yeah.
Would you do it again?
Yeah, why not? That was kind of relaxing, and I got rid of nearly all of my back pain, my spine, and my lumbar pain, just caused by the trauma, like the accident and everything. So, yeah, and it regulates your blood and immune system.
I would say that it used to be and still is quite common in Russia as well.
The swimmers are doing it, like, in order to regulate their blood circulation and everything. Yeah.
My mom recently went through a course of that. So she absolutely loved it.
Like in 4 or 3 sessions. Right?
Together with the massage sessions, actually. So, and she's feeling so much better. Yeah. Okay.
What about you?
I think I've only tried massage, and I need to get back to it.
Yeah,
really.
That's a must.
When I was having massage sessions like regularly, once a week or twice a week, even short sessions, I could feel the difference. And now that I haven't been there for like more than half a year, I again feel the difference. So I'm like, no, I should work on my back, because when I don't do anything with the back, I start to get this little hump. Oh, they call it like there is a new term nowadays. Something like texting back, because since we spend most of the time with our phone, so this part between the neck and the back where the neck goes.
Well, I predicted that when I first saw children starting to text. I thought, look at their spines.
And I recently started, actually 2 weeks ago, I started doing Pilates, which is some sort of I would say it's a type of yoga, but on an equipment. And
with a bowl and everything and stretch.
It's not the bowl. It's more of a machine with different stretches and so on.
It
and
can be on the ball, like big kind of, not balloon, but special gymnastics ball.
Can be on a mat, can be on a ball. And at first I thought, it might be for stretching. Jesus Christ, it's so painful the next day. And when I'm doing it, I'm like, oh my God, why is it so difficult? Jesus. So but they took a picture of me, one of the first trainings, and they're like, we're going to take a picture to compare the posture and the back after some months.
So you take individual practice?
I take individual classes, And when I came, they asked me, what's your goal? And I said, look, I want to strengthen my back because I work with a computer. I sit all day and I just don't want to have this hump. I want to be healthier. So they're like, okay, got that. But it's so difficult.
And along with the amount of money, because we talked about the amount of money, but it takes a lot of time to self-care and take care of yourself. It's a lot of really investing in time.
And that's, I don't want to say annoying, but sometimes it is. So we are expected to have self-care, skincare, look well, have a job, have some hobbies.
Professional development,
socialize with friends. Clean your apartment or something. Keep it clean.
And earn money for all this.
Earn money. If you have kids, that's a whole 100 points. And pets.
Because a pet is also like almost a kid.
And we're expected to do all of that in the time that we have and have enough sleep and have good food and healthy food and so on.
And live in a city, which also is a kind of stress.
So I noticed that in general, I started doing a little stretching exercise almost daily if I'm not lazy. And they take around like 15, 20 minutes. 15, 20 minutes on that. Another half an hour on skincare. And then I also need to sleep, my 7-8 hours. And it's sometimes so hard to, keep everything under control, I have to say. So at some moment you're like, do I really need all that self-care? I just want to relax.
Yes, you do need that self-care. You really do. It should be top priority. Bubble baths and cuddling with kitty cats are definitely
spa days.
That's the type of self-care I would love to have, That's true. Is there any type of alternative medicine that you would like to try? You haven't yet, but you would want to.
Hot stones.
Yeah, that would work. Yeah.
Right.
I'd like that.
Right. I've heard so much about
lava stones. Yeah.
Lava stones.
Oh.
Yeah.
I heard about like the hot stones therapy.
I think it'd be really nice. I think it would be deep and relaxing and heavy. I wouldn't mind heavy stones on me. I think that would feel really good.
Somehow similar to sauna or bathhouse or Russian banya. Yeah. I mean, it warms your body from the inside, from the outside, from on every level.
Yeah, I like when the bones are hot, like a hot bath. I love that. Really warm up your bones.
You know what? I now remembered this sanatorium, this place that I used to go to when I was this spa that I used to go to when I was a kid. So my parents would send me away for like 3 weeks. And one of the things that they did to us there was mud therapy. So you would lie down, they would put hot mud on you and you would just lie down, relax, and it would warm up, like your back and so on. Oh, that was so nice.
Was it this bad smelling mud? That smells like rotten eggs?
Sulfur.
No, it smelled nice. Well, it didn't smell of anything. I don't remember any bad smell, so I just guessed that it didn't smell of anything bad. Right. Oh, we used to take salt baths and so on in there. Back in the day, it was like, oh my God, it's going to be maybe boring, but I enjoyed it anyway. Now, it feels like perfect vacation, 2 weeks, having all
away
these
from
procedures.
Everything, yeah.
Somewhere in the forest, the birds, oh my God.
Yeah, retreat. Also, I remembered about this, I don't know what it is called. You come to kind of a cave or room and the walls are covered in salt, like paleology
I think it's
therapy
called like salt cave.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
you smell it, and it is supposed to help you with breathing problems, lung problems, allergy also. I haven't tried, but I was considering this idea when, my son was very small, and he used to have lots of colds.
And do they say don't lick the walls?
We haven't tried it. Yeah, we didn't go.
Well, we have one in Novosibirsk.
Yeah,
as well.
we have not one. We have a lot of. I
Oh.
did my research. Mm-hmm.
You know what I've remembered? I don't know. I don't think we have it here in Novosibirsk, but I remember experiencing it in the US, and obviously it exists in Korea. The Korean saunas, they're called chimjilban. So basically, it's a sauna where you pay for entrance for 24 hours. You can be there as long as 24 hours. And it has a number of saunas with different temperature. There is a salt sauna as well, where the walls are covered with salt, the hot one, the oil one.
Mud one, maybe.
So yeah, and the thing is that you just go in there from one to another. You can be there as long as you want, basically. And then there are also pools, some jacuzzi, cold pool, hot pool. So, so that from a sauna, you can go to a like icy cold pool, then you go to like a warmer, a hotter one, and so on. And I remember that, and it was so great. And I kind of think that it also can be considered a type of alternative medicine, So all these range of temperatures. I wish we had that here because it was so nice. Yeah. So in general, how well is the alternative medicine developed in Turkey, Russia, and the US? What would you say?
Actually, I don't have any idea. Like I know the mom remedies. Like if you have a nausea that I just mentioned before, you just put a mint and a lemon juice into a glass and put some hot water on it and drink it. That's it.
Mom medicine.
Mom
remedies.
remedy.
Cool.
Yeah.
Are they alternative or conventional?
It's a combination of
Combination
both.
of two, I guess. Yeah.
Or they're just another category.
Yeah.
Mom and grandmother
Kinda,
remedies.
yeah.
Because you know what? I don't know why, but I would imagine like a lot of herbal medicine existing in Turkey. I don't know why, but it's just some sort of a thing I had in
Like
my
you
head.
mean the spices and everything that
Not
are
the
being
spices,
used?
but more about, the herbal, like making certain types of herbal tea.
Teas, like a mixture of winter teas or like relaxing teas. Yeah, people use it. I also drink it right now. I guess chamomile tree.
So yeah, because chamomile is like
And
calming down.
What was then the other one? Victor? No. What is the purple one? That's relaxation, like a tranquilizer.
I don't know.
Valerian?
Yeah.
Oh, valeriana.
Valerian or Victor Valerian
Valeriana.
or whatever. All right, that's okay. That's all right.
Cats love it.
Yeah. Cats love it. Okay, I love it too.
They're crazy about it, right?
Like a
Yeah.
catnip, right?
Yeah.
Well, which is a bit different. Yeah, I think that valerian root can be dangerous for cats.
That's why I'm itching. That's why.
And can I just mention one thing? The British say herb with an H, and
It is
we
herb.
Americans leave the H out. And we say herbal.
Yeah. I noticed that today. But yeah. So what about the US?
Oh, we're probably divided 50-50. I'm sure it's very common, and probably half of us are really into it, and the other half are, resist it. Or
I would say that it's so common in the US
I would say
nowadays,
so.
different types. I have a friend who had a baby like 6 months ago. Before she gave birth, she was drinking a certain combination of a raspberry mint tea and some sort of like tea combinations and herbal teas to kind of help her with the delivery and so on. And she said it worked. So, and I have a feeling that in the US, they know a lot about some herbal medicine, the acupuncture and so on. At least I noticed that. So compared to Russia. So I wonder why. Maybe that's because the conventional medicine sometimes is so expensive and so hard to get to,
I think in Russia we also have these treatments, herbal treatments, and also honey.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Because honey is like root of all treatment in Russia.
Have you ever heard of eating the actual comb to help asthma?
Yeah. Like all products that be bees produce can be a treatment.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well, we need the bees, so keep those weeds out there and all the things that they need to suckle on and pollinate. We need those bees. Love a bee.
Mm-hmm.
There is a dangerous tendency that bees are disappearing nowadays.
That's the thing. So it's good for, like, when I see around in Novosibirsk, all these wild, kind of weedy kind of places and not just manicured lawns.
Yeah, I don't often see bees, to be honest. Like at my mom's dacha, very rarely. And I'm like, hello, Mr. Bee.
Too bad. Yeah,
Yeah, I
I've never
know.
seen it. I haven't seen a bee in 4 years. Yeah.
Horrible. But yeah, I agree with Masha that in Russia, if honey can't fix it and tea can't fix it,
You
you're
have no
doomed.
other choice.
You're doomed.
You're going to die.
So yeah. Well, as usual, I would like to ask our listeners about your experience with alternative medicine. If you have had such experience, tell us about it. Are you still using it? Would you do it again? So, and if you have not used alternative medicine, are there any forms of it that you might consider using? And if you live in different cities in different countries, let us know what the situation is like in your place. We're really, really curious. So, and thank you so much for being a part of our community, being here and listening to this after show. Stay tuned for the further episodes. So that was Katja.
Varia.
Or
And Maria.
yay.